Good morning students. Today we are going to learn about how to balance an unbalanced chemical equation. This is a very important aspect of not just 10th but your life, because any chemical reaction is based upon correct balancing, and if you don't balance, so you cannot correctly keep a proper proportion of a compound, or you cannot make any compound properly. So here we start now. You can see, as I have earlier explained, that on the left hand side whatever is there is known as reactant, and on right hand side we have product. Now this is a simple reaction where it says that zinc is been added to sulfuric acid and we get zinc sulfate, and here hydrogen is released in a form of gas. So now here, how to balance this reaction, or whether to check whether it is balanced or not. Let's count the number of atoms on both the sides. If both are equal, then it is balanced. If they are unequal, then it is unbalanced. So here I'll say zinc. So here there is one zinc, so I'll note 1 over here. Here also there is one zinc, so I'll denote 1 over here. Then we have hydrogen. I have 2 hydrogen in reactant and I have 2 hydrogen in product. So both the sides we will denote 2 for hydrogen. Right. Now let's go to sulfur. So here there is S1 and here also there is 1S. So this is 1. Sulfur is 1 here. Oxygen, we have 4 atoms of oxygen, so I'll write 4 on this side, and here we have also 4, so I'll write 4. Okay, so as you can see here that these numbers are same as these numbers, so I can say that reactant is equal to product. This means this is the balanced equation. Okay, let's go to our next equation, next example, whether we get the same result here or not. Here we have 2 atoms of hydrogen. Here also we have the same in product. Here we have 2 atoms of oxygen, but here we have 1. So here it is imbalanced. So what we can do to balance it? For example, let me ask you, how you portray. Can we write 2 here? No, we can't write 2 here. The reason behind that is no such molecule exists. Okay, so what further we can do? We can write 2 here. If we write 2 here, then 2 into 2, the hydrogen will go into 4. So, and this 2 into O will balance the oxygen. So if this is 4 and here it's 2, we can also add 2 here. So what I'm trying to say is, let's add 2 here and 2 here. Now is it balancing our equation? So we have 4 hydrogen over here, you can see. So let's make the another column after balancing it. It's 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. Okay, here 2 into 2. 4 hydrogen, 2 into O is 2O. So here it's 2 oxygen. So this is also same, this is also same. Hence this equation is again balanced. Okay, so this is how we balance the equation. I'll teach you the last equation. If you have any doubt further, you can always contact me. I'll give you some equations to practice upon as well. So here you can see sodium. Sodium we have 1 in reactant, oxygen we have 2. Whereas here sodium, if we see, we have 2 sodium and oxygen 1. So it is like quite opposite to each other. We need to balance this. So what we can do? The same protocol let's apply over here. We can't write Na2O2. There is no such molecule like that. And it also doesn't supports our valency system, because Na has +1 valency, whereas oxygen has -2. So this, but we have 2 Na here, so we have plus 1 more, so this is plus 2, this is minus 2, which balances the molecule, and hence there is no charge. If I say this to be 2 here, it will be minus 4 and plus 2, so ultimately the total charge would be minus 2 remaining. So the molecule would reflect as Na2O minus 2, but that is not given to us. Hence this is wrong method to keep 2 over here. So what we can do is, let's try doing the same factor, 2 over here. So here now we have 4 Na. So we need to balance here. Let's keep 4 Na over here. So it's like 4 Na plus O2. Here we have Na2O. So this is 4. This is 2, 2 2s are 4, and 2 into O is 2. So hence this is balanced equation.